Bye, Simon. It was emotional racing for you, and thank you for sacking me.
Come again and I'll do it again.
Hi guys, and welcome back, and welcome to another video where today you join me with my Lamborghini Huracan. Let me explain what is happening, because it's going to be a really fun day. I am driving this to a racing track near me. Basically, my friend is testing his Porsche Carrera Cup car for the upcoming season. He said, would you like to come down, watch me testing, and also visit your old racing team that you used to race for? Because before I started YouTube, what I did is I raced professionally, and I've said a lot of my times on my channel that I want to do more track content, more racing stuff, because my channel name is Archie Hamilton Racing. So I thought the perfect thing to do was to take my car down there, visit my old team, and give you guys an insight to what I used to do before YouTube life. The team today, which I'm going to go and visit, is I raced for them in the Porsche Carrera Cup Championship back in 2010. I'm visiting them in a Lamborghini, which they're probably not going to be expecting me to turn up in. I don't think they even know I own this car, if I'm totally honest, but turning up in that will surprise them massively. I've just cleaned it. I'm not sure a lot of these people that are visiting today know what I do these days, because the last time they saw me, I think when back then I was in my old Audi A1 when I went to racetracks, etc. Not that I'm complaining, obviously I love the A1, it was one of the best cars I've ever owned, but now owning this supercar, when I rock up in that, I think it's going to cause a bit of a surprise. I can't wait to show you what I did in the past, show you the cars I used to race. The usual. Here we go. Cars on Strada. Should we go to sport? Should we give it a rev? Okay, just one. They're going to hear me coming. 5 seconds down the road and I already need fuel. I forgot to fuel this last night, knowing that I'm going on a journey today. So the dial has literally just come on saying please refuel, and with this car you don't really want to risk it. This petrol pump which I'm at looks very narrow. I want to go in here, but that might not work out that well with that van there. So I might be here a little while. Walking back out to that is a sight. We're fueled up. We're ready to jump back in. 90 pounds later or something. Let's go. Oh, I haven't opened it. Hang on. Need the key. Lost the key. That's good. All right, there it is. Boom. So nice to be driving this car once again, but totally different driving it to a racing track. A lot of people do ask this question a lot. Why did you stop? What made you stop? Well, the biggest reason was sponsorship. I raced for numerous years and I basically raced to, well, I did Formula Renault. The next step for me was Formula 3, but I also did like Le Mans 24 Hours and other racing such alike. I remember when I was doing the Porsche Carrera Cup Championship, which I'm going to go and see the team today, you would get a wage out of what you did, but the only way that would happen was if you bought a certain amount of sponsorship to the team and then you got a cut out of that. And midway through, when I raced for this team, I ran out of sponsorship. So effectively, I lost my job. I ran out of sponsorship and I'm turning up in a Lamborghini. Racing will always be something which will remain close to me, and if the opportunity arose where I did get back in a seat, I'd like to bring you guys along for the journey, but it's sort of YouTube now is definitely my priority. And we are arriving. Woohoo! Listen to it. Here we are. We're at Brands Hatch Race Circuit. So I've just arrived at Brands Hatch. First things first, the weather is unbelievable. Last week it was snowing and then now it's just bright sunshine, but I had such an amazing journey in the Lamborghini. It was so nice to actually take it on roads, like on a motorway, etc., because I haven't done that since the first time I collected it at Redline. So I've just been driving it around London sort of until now, and then it was just nice just to take it and sort of just be able to let the car run, if that makes sense. Just parked up where my old team are, so I've just come to visit them and sort of just see them and sort of catch up, and also see my friend who also is racing like I explained. What actually just happened is I just turned up, they all came out and they're like, how the hell are you driving that? And I went, yeah, I don't really know myself, so it was quite cool to see that. But if we look at it here, all parked up, it looks mega, doesn't it? Just right there, that looks so good. And I just cannot wait. I've said it so many times, but I just can't wait to get my plate on it. It's probably a day away now. We're so close to see. But this is where the team are based out of today. They're running Carrera Cup cars. And if you go in there, you'll see there's a Carrera Cup car. And my friend's one, he's just on circuit at the moment. So we are inside the garage here. This is Dino. Let me introduce you to Dino. Dino, hello. Oh, yeah. Me and Dino used to be teammates, and he is racing. He is the man racing in the Porsche Carrera Cup Championship this year. And this is your car. Yeah. It's quite loud here, I do apologise. This is what I used to race. This is your car to go. And I was useless, so they got rid of me. That was what they did. Show me, can we see a few, you're just about to go on new tyres, aren't you? Yeah. These are the slicks, by the way. If you guys don't know, that's a new tyre.
Brand new tyre, expensive.
They are expensive. They're about, how much a set? 1,500 quid? Yeah, that'll do it. Right, let's have a look in here. This is inside of the Porsche Carrera Cup car, a car I used to race. Go on then, give us the brief.
The brief.
It's all very stripped out in here, isn't it?
Yeah, roll cage.
Yeah.
Steering wheel.
Steering wheel, yeah. Most cars have steering wheels.
Yeah.
Alcantara, well, I like a bit of that. We got wiper, alarm, high beam, display. Look at this, it's all totally stripped out in here.
Yeah, it's about 480 brake horsepower.
480 brake. Here you can see your gear, your lap time, your predictive lap time, and then your rev lights go out there. I've just come to here to basically, Dino's going to show me a bit of the data, because when you're driving a racing car, to know how you can go quicker and where you're sort of losing time, you do this all on data. You go through this every time you get out of the car when you go racing. You jump out, your engineer will talk with you, and he'll talk through all the things that you can learn.
So this is the speed trace.
Yeah.
So how quick you're going in.
Yeah.
Turn 1, turn 2.
Yeah.
This is the steering wheel, so you can see actually how much steering input you're putting in.
That's that one there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one here.
Yeah.
It's the engine revs as well,
Okay.
so you can see where the engine's going up and down.
Yeah.
And then this is the brake trace, so you can see when you're braking, how much you're braking.
And the idea is to get this sort of spike, right? That's the initial pressure, and that allows you to go quicker. You don't want to progressively hit the brakes. You want to boom, lovely.
One big hit, and then off you get into the corner. And then throttle, throttle's here. You just want to get out of the corner, go, and hit the power, and off you go.
Let me introduce you. This is Simon. This is Simon from Redline, the team I used to drive for.
Yes, you did.
My viewers don't really know how good I was. Was I rubbish?
No, you were alright. You were good.
Was I good to have around?
Yeah, it was good fun. Entertainment's manager.
Entertainment's manager when I'm actually meant to be all serious in racing. But how are you doing? You're running 3-4 cars this year?
Yes, we are in Carrera Cup. Yes,
yeah.
All good.
And they've won the championship. Oh, his phone's going. 10 minutes running. They've won the championship.
9 times.
9 times. There you go.
Excuse me.
What I love in racing is how big the trucks are. So this would travel around the country with me with my racing car, and we'd go to track after track after track. How cool is that? If you walk up, you go up these stairs, and then in here is sort of where you the changing room, etc. You have your TV, you put your data on in there, and then the cars will just go in there. You have a shower and everything else. Just chill here, you'd be waiting for your next race. The nerves would be kicking in. And out he goes. Dino is on his lap, and he seems to have done lap number 1. There he is there, just going past. And it's at that point where you hope you've done enough and you've got your lap in. And he's back. And those two have just come together. There's 2 cars which have just gone off. They collided into each other. I'll try and show you a quick brief into a couple of the cars that are here if I can. It's just quite difficult to film in terms of when there is so much going on. But a quick look at the paddock here so you guys can kind of see. This is how many trucks are all parked up. Oh look, Golf R. It's pretty cool as well. Just spotted this. A Range Rover SVR, pretty muddy. Well, that's pretty cool. I love these. So these kind of people just come up for me to sign these. You got pigeons? Pigeons? What have you got? Bye, Simon. It was emotional racing for you, and thank you for sacking me.
Hey, come again and I'll do it again.
Right, I'm off. Bye. Do you reckon I was good at racing?
You're good at doing them, mate.
Right, listen to this. It is ridiculous, the noise. I know I keep banging on it about it so much, but I cannot believe. Tell me, it sounds like an F1 car, doesn't it?
Like ridiculous.
Is it? Okay, show your face. No, don't show your face.
Whoa. That's getting cut.
No, it's not getting cut. This is all in the clip. What Dino just said, he drives racing cars every single week, and you were just saying that actually blew your mind, the sound of it.
This thing is insane. It really is.
Had a good day testing, it's all gone well.
Yeah, good day. It was dry.
It was dry.
No crashes.
No
Always
crashes.
a bonus.
So, and your first race is at the start of April. I'll leave Dino's details down below so you can go and check him out. He's hopefully this will be your year when you win the Touring Car Championship. No, Touring Car?
Porsche.
Carrera Cup.
Porsche Carrera Cup. Hopefully.
Hopefully. So I'm now back, and that rounds off what has been a seriously fun day taking my Lamborghini to see my old team and my old team boss. That whole day, first of all, it was cool to show them the car, and just they couldn't believe it, honestly, and he couldn't believe it. He was like, what? Any former boss would be thinking the same thing, but what that did when I went to visit a racing track again is it's tempted me in many ways that should I go back racing? Should this happen? Would you guys want to see me going racing on the channel once again? Leave those comments down below, because obviously I want to do track content. I've said this a lot, but racing, first of all, I'd have to find sponsors that would fund this, but could this be a way back to racing once again? Obviously I love making YouTube videos, but maybe we could combine the two and I could document me racing. Would you guys want to see that? Put it in the comment section down below. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you all very soon.